Hello. I'm gonna get right at the camera over there. Hi.
Hi.
Welcome to AFT3RWE4R Live episode 92. And the start of a brand new segment where we start to invite live artists into our studio because music's for everybody. And I want to see everybody express themselves. Tonight, or today. Does that even matter? Anyways, we have the honor of introducing to this segment Josie, or JOSiE'S EvE. Josie, how
Hi.
do we feel?
I feel good, but I feel nervous.
Hey, just like Miss Ines said right here, you're safe here. Hi.
I feel good.
Perfect.
Yes.
So, without any further ado, I'm going to let her grab you and bring you into her world very softly. A real life angel. Enjoy it, and we'll see you after for the interview.
Hi. So I'm JOSiE'S EvE, and I'm gonna be performing my upcoming mixtape that I have not released yet. It's called "If You Don't Like It, Then Leave." Also, I've been kind of sick, so sorry if my voice cracks at any point. But let me begin. Okay, that sounds okay. Okay.
Girls like me, we often stay quiet because people, they want to misunderstand. But if my footprint is never pushed into the sand, then there's no chance for the tide to wash away what once was, and for the algae to eat what's left of who I was. So, like a tiny bird at the foot of those much taller than I will wait for a seed to pack in my short lifespan and let my song be heard. And if you don't like it, then leave.
Okay, so this next song is the first song that I ever wrote and produced, and yeah, I'm excited to sing it again. I try to peek from the corner, but I'll never catch it. Okay, so this next song, I actually have a music video for it if you want to go look at it on YouTube. It's called Bittersweet. And I wrote this about feeling whole with yourself versus the way other people feel about you. So, yeah, let me start that.
Through the valleys and the peaks of a journey long sought after, the girl found herself at an impasse. Down one path, she could reach a destination and feign happiness. Down another, unknown, she may never find it. Through the path unknown, thick with thorns that pierce the flesh, the girl with bloodied feet considers if she'd stopped at the other path. But if she turns back now, the pain would be twice as unbearable. And she would never know who awaits her on the other side.
This next one's, I think, my personal favorite that I made off of this. It's called Red Lipstick, and it's about coming into my sexuality and womanhood while men not understanding that. Okay.
fingers run from my sternum down to my pelvis. Sometimes I wish that you could see me instead of going. You're gonna burn yourself alive 'cause I'm hot-blooded woman. My skin is burning. Need you to quench it with your wet lips. I'll watch you drink me. I know you're thirsty for my sweet kiss. Some men they wanna get a taste, but misunderstand me. They think I'm running at their pace, but I'm really dancing. I think you think that we're the same, but we're different diamonds. You're trying to smile around my flame and leave me with embers. I'm gonna keep the flame alive 'cause I'm a slow burning woman. My skin is burning. You to quench it with your wet lips. I'll watch you drink me. I know you're thirsty for my sweet kiss. Can't want me, can't want me, don't know me, don't know me. Can't get me, can't know me, don't get me, don't get me. Can't get me, can't get me, don't love me, don't love me. Can't love me, can't love me, don't love me, don't love me. Can't fuck me, can't fuck me, don't love me, don't love me. High-blooded woman, my skin is burning. Need you to quench it with your wet lips. I'll watch you drink me. I know you're thirsty for my sweet kiss. Can't love me, can't fuck me, don't love me, don't love me. Can't fuck me, can't fuck me, don't love me, don't love me.
Okay, you can probably see that. It's my favorite. Okay, sorry, I'm gonna turn that off because the reverb's a lot. Okay, so this last one, I literally just recorded the background vocals last night. I've been really stuck on it, but I hope that everyone enjoys it. Because I don't know what I'm doing. Oh fuck. Okay, there. Never mind. Okay. No, wait, what did I do? Oh, I went back, that's why. Sorry. Technical difficulty. Okay, here it is. Grabbing my phone. Patience is burned thin. I'm inside the party, but I don't feel like I've been invited in. I'm trying to talk to you, but I don't feel heard. So I smudge you smoke in silence while I sit out on the curb. Sit there and stay. My mouth, your tongue tastes like tobacco when you kiss me in the dressy. I'm scratching on my itches like a nicotine addiction. I think I could do better, but I'm lonely. Using self-destruction as an attempt to be free. When stuck in vicious cycles, I turn it back on me. I wish myself and my body thought it mine. The thread that ties our together is completely undone. Cigarette still my mouth. Wear your shirt to bed and think about how you don't miss me. You satisfy my cravings like your nicotine addiction. But now I'm in withdrawals and I'm left here like a loser. Like a loser, baby. Okay, that's my set. Thank you.
Give it up. Give it up wherever you are. And if you're in this chat right now, go crazy. This was JOSiE'S Eve. How do we feel?
I feel like I did so much better than I thought I was gonna do, but thank you. I'm so glad I'm here.
Period. I amplify that and I hold that very dear to my heart. How about this?
Thank you so much for inviting me, by the way. I'm like so. I was honestly perplexed that you invited me. I was like, ah! I've been so excited for this.
No, this is why I invited her. This is why I invited you, because I knew this is what was gonna happen. So, that part, let's move on to our afterwards. We'll see you on the other side.
See you.
Hello, hello. You're tuned into Afterwear. Today, we're here with someone very, very special. But first of all, my name is Ines, also known as Miss Baby. And please welcome this very incredible, super talented, amazing performer, JOSiE'S EvE.
Hi, it's really nice to see you guys. I'm so happy to be here.
Yay! And I'm so happy to be here with you.
This is my first interview.
Yay! Oh my god, I love to hear it. This is so cute. So, first of all, JOSiE'S EvE is a Canadian singer, songwriter, and producer. We love a woman who can do it all. Okay?
Thank you.
First and foremost, I just want to confirm with you, just that I know and everybody in the world knows, what are your pronouns, please?
There's she, her.
Period. Good to know. So, in her upcoming mixtape, If You Don't Like It, Then Leave, which I love this title, by the way. Like,
Thank
this
you.
is literally like, I feel like if anyone said something to me, like, if you don't like it, then leave being the title of their work, I'd be like, immediately, I love it. 10 out of 10.
I'm so glad.
I'm with it immediately. JOSiE explores the experiences of loneliness, self-acceptance, and the understanding that it's okay to be misconstrued. I think that's amazing.
Thank you.
Her music is intimate, honest, and unapologetically real. The kind of sound that connects directly with the heart. JOSiE, welcome to Afterwear.
Thank you. I'm so happy to be here.
Aww.
I'm very, I felt very, when I was told that I was told, when I was offered to be on here, I was so I don't know, I was both perplexed and also very excited.
Yeah?
I was just like, me? I didn't even release my music.
That's true, because I feel like it's even how we were talking about it earlier, because you're not out there in the way that with the and we'll talk more about it later, but snippets on TikToks or whatever, you may feel like your art isn't necessarily being seen, but that's also part of what you talk about in the songs.
Yeah, that's
And
true.
it works for you because here you are. And honestly, that performance was so incredible. As someone who didn't know you before, getting to see you in that way and to discover your work in that way was just so beautiful and so freaking powerful. I don't know. I feel like we need to unpack everything. So we're going to go through it from A to Z.
Thank you
Okay.
so much for that, by the way. That's
Oh
so
my
sweet.
God. Of course, babe. I really mean that. So first, tell the people, who is JOSiE? What is JOSiE'S EvE?
Okay. So yeah, I've been living in Montreal, I think 7.5 years.
Same.
Yeah. Wow, interesting. But yeah, I've been living here for 7.5 years. I studied photography at Concordia, and really, oh my God, wait, what year did you? What years?
Actually, I moved in 2017. I was
Okay.
at Concordia.
I was 2018.
Okay.
Yeah.
A little after me. She's older than me. A few years.
No, literally,
you
yeah,
know?
no, I was 20 when I moved here.
Okay.
Not I dated myself. Everyone's gonna be like, "Now we know your age."
Forget that.
Yeah, literally. But anyway, but yeah, so yeah, I did photography, and I think a lot of my work originally was so much about discovering who I was in a way. I grew up really religious. I grew up Jehovah's Witness.
Are you serious?
Yeah,
Wow.
I did. And I moved away from that when I was in my teens. So I didn't really have many what's the word? I didn't have a lot of the I guess normal teenage experiences because I was so sheltered in a way. And I feel like I always felt a little bit disconnected from everyone. And I was homeschooled for a bit, and then I went back to school. Well, I was not expecting to talk about this, but yeah, I went back to school. Yeah.
This is
Yeah.
how it starts. You start talking small, and then all of a sudden it's just
Yeah. But yeah, no, I went back to actual public school, I think when I was 15. And I just felt very, I guess in a way disconnected. And I feel like I was always very much building my own worlds
Yeah.
when I was homeschooled, which I really didn't like. And I think I was just I was doing a lot of I was obsessed with that's so nerdy. Sometimes with Lego. Yeah, and I used to like photograph it a lot too, which I think is like where my interest in photography started. I mean, I've always liked it. I always liked like being on camera. I wanted to be like an actor when I was a kid.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. But
Were you a Disney kid?
I was, yeah. Little Mermaid was my favorite one. Yeah.
Okay.
Cinderella as well, because I always
nice.
wanted to like. I love that that fantasy.
Like, what do they call it? Rags to riches?
Yeah, no, actually, literally, literally. Oh my god, and the Brandy one too.
Yes.
Literally, but yeah. So I grew up, and I grew up in Calgary, and I literally hated my home life. But I ended up moving to Montreal. So I moved here because I really wanted to like just branch out and discover something new about myself. So that's like when I went to school, and I feel like I like really grew. Actually, I really think I was very awkward for a very long time, and I wasn't really myself until like very recently, until after I graduated.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I was going to say, when did Josie come about? Because were you always Josie, you'd say? Or would you say that Josie existed as like kind of like a fragment of a thing, and then once you got to move here and discovered yourself, Josie became?
Yeah.
Or did it go from 0 to 100 or like 20 to 100?
I think it was like, in retrospect, I was always kind of like here, but like I do think that like sorry, I was sick, so if my voice kind of like goes out,
It's the sexy raspy.
I'm like, I've been smoking.
That's it.
But like I think like I think it like took some time to really just like build up. It was almost like sticking your toes in like a pool before you got in.
Yeah, putting the water over
Yeah.
yours.
And I feel like I've just really like become a lot more confident in myself over the past 2 years. But yeah, I guess who I am, I think I can be very, I don't know, I think like in my exterior, I can come off as like a very like confident person.
Okay.
But I think I'm like a very introverted or like a very like kept to myself person. I don't talk about myself a lot, which I'm doing now
like
on
reserved.
camera.
I know.
Yeah.
We're just throwing you in the pool.
No, it's okay. I actually really like, I think this is very interesting. I'm
It
like,
is, yeah.
I'm like, whoa, people want to talk about me. But yeah, I usually don't really like, I think I like overshare, but I don't know. It's like very like, I never feel like people want to like hear what I say. So I do also like, I both overshare and like, I'm very quiet.
I get that.
So I feel like, and I also feel like I grew up a lot of the time being like very misconstrued. Like I would say something, and then I feel like there would always be like the most negative like version of like what I said. So I think that's like partially where like in my music, JOSiE'S EvE, and like where my music has like kind of grown, where like I feel like I realized that like I am so like, no matter what you do, you're gonna be like misconstrued. And I also am a very big like over-explainer. Everyone tells me I over-explain all the time.
So much. I talk for too long because I try to like explain
Literally.
my things, but that gets people curious. For example, with you, because JOSiE'S EvE, what's the Eve? Why JOSiE'S EvE and not just Josie?
I mean, it's actually really funny. My friend Antoine, who actually did like Antoine Vogler, he also did photography at Concordia, and he's also like shot a couple of photos for me. And he gave me my first like real performance opportunity along with his husband. At like, I think it was a bus transmission. Sorry, my French is so like my French is ass.
You're
Sorry.
fine. You're safe here.
But like,
I won't report you to the Quebec authorities.
they're coming. They're coming. But like, yeah, he was gonna shoot me. I'm not gonna. I mean, I don't know. Maybe he's still gonna do it, so I don't want to spoil that. But he wanted to shoot me as Eve, basically.
Okay.
And I feel like I just really thought about like my first like artist name was Josephine's Eve, because my full name is Josephine. But I feel like I'm doxing myself like now. Like, but literally, I'm like, it says my name on it. Yeah. But I like started as Josephine's Eve, but then I realized I really just liked the shorter version, JOSiE'S EvE. I just feel like it's like it flows a lot more. And I just like, I also love the idea of like it being like Eve, like the first woman, but also like Eve, like sun setting, like
before,
okay, like kind of like, I don't know. I just feel like it's like a lovely, and also like the spelling of my name is really inspired by Poison Girlfriend, one of my favorite artists, which we can talk about later.
Of course we will. But first, I really want to know kind of at what point, because you said you moved here from a place where you didn't feel like you belonged or that you fit in. Did music reach out to you before, like while you were in that environment, or was it something that you discovered for yourself here and decided that you couldn't walk away from it?
Yeah, I think I've always had music in my life. Like, I took singing lessons when I was a kid. I remember, like, I think when I was like 2, I like used to dance to Bootylicious. I'm like revealing,
Classic.
no, literally. But yeah, I like just always loved music, and I feel like I grew up in a very musical family. Like, I grew up with like Sade. I grew up with a lot of Beyonce, Destiny's Child. That was like one of my first favorites. And I just grew up with like, I don't know, I would listen to like my sister's music because she also had a lot of CDs. And then I remember the first time I got an iPod Nano, one of my like family's friends, like their like older son, like loaded it with a bunch of music. Like it was just like his whole library. And I just like would like go through it and I'd listen to like Led Zeppelin. I'd listen to MIA was like literally one of my favorites for so long. MIA.
Yeah.
Like what else? And I like also just like loved a lot of pop music, obviously, because we grew up in like an era where there was the internet, but it was like a lot of like
It was
top
early.
40. Yeah, it was very top 40.
It was very early internet, so it's just
Yeah.
you had to like find what worked for you. But it's good that you had so much like diversity in terms of music because you weren't just honed in on like one specific thing. And I feel like your music reflects that a bit.
Oh my god, I'm glad.
Because while it's kind of ambient, but it's also like dancey, and I couldn't help but to like when I was listening, I couldn't help but like dance a little bit. You feel different elements in your music, and I think that's really, really inspiring.
Oh my god, I'm so glad because I wasn't sure if it was like very danceable.
No, it
like,
is.
yeah.
Like, it's like, even though it's so, I don't know what the word is. Like, I don't know if it's ambient, if it's the right word.
I feel like I
it's
described
very
it.
like dreamy, but also it makes you want to move, you know? Anyway, let me not get too into it just
No,
yet.
thank you.
We will get into it. Would you say music is kind of your purpose now? Like, now that you've bloomed into JOSiE'S EvE, like now that you're really settled into, doing that?
Yeah, I do feel like music is like a medium that's a purpose for me. Like I really do. I feel like sound is so important to me, and like space. Like I think about music so spatially, and like the sonics a lot. But I do think like in a way, I guess storytelling, like world building, is what's really important to me. Like, and I guess that's through like music, performance, writing is like a big thing. I'm really huge on imagery and like what I write, in like my lyrics. Like I'm always thinking about like an image, and I'm always thinking about an image when I'm like producing, like like kind of like what I want it to feel like, or like kind of a landscape that you would think of in a way. So yeah, I really do think that like music is like a purpose for me, but I think it's more so world building and like, I don't know, storytelling in a way that like makes me feel seen.
That's really nice. That's really, really nice. I feel like I said, like listening to you felt so, like it's so transporting. Like it makes you feel like you're being brought into that world that you're building, which is so dreamy and emotional.
Thank you.
Would you say that it's very emotional? I feel like, how would you describe that to somebody? Like, would you say like my music is
empty?
I
I don't know if that's like maybe that it's the right word. I feel like I'm always thinking about the space in between it. And I actually have a title for it if I were to ever do a first album.
Okay.
I'm like scared someone's gonna steal, but like,
Oh, you don't have to say it.
But it's like it has to do with space.
Okay.
It has to do with like the space between two people in a way, or just like the space between things. So I think I'm just thinking about empty and like space a lot when I'm thinking about my music. Sorry, what was the question again?
I was more like asking
Emotional,
this makes a lot of
yeah,
sense,
yeah.
the emotion, right?
Yeah.
Because I'm trying to think like, how would you describe it to somebody, because I absorbed it as like an emotional kind of like voyage.
Yeah,
right?
okay, emotion is like, I think it's like both like empty and full in a way, or it's like the space of it. And I think I'm like really, I think it is a lot of emotion, because a lot of this music I made in very emotionally, like I was in a lot of emotional turmoil when I was making these songs. Like
all of them?
I literally think all of them.
Okay.
Yeah. Like they were all,
I think, the best art comes from intense emotions. I feel like you can see it. You can feel it, you can hear it, and no shade. But I think that's why a lot of like top 40 pop things sound empty because you can tell it didn't come from a place of deep emotion or deep feelings, right?
Yeah, I mean, not gonna lie, there are some top 40 I absolutely love.
Absolutely.
But like, I do understand what you mean, like, as in like it's trying to appeal to like a lot of people as opposed to
and
like
also
a specific.
it comes from like it's being created from a place of like I want to make a good song, which is never a bad place to start from. But when you hear music that's inspired by deep emotions, like a song that's written after like a breakup or like intense periods of grief, like you can tell, like you can feel it, right?
Yeah.
And I feel like as you're telling me you wrote your music in a lot of emotional turmoil, it's almost like you can feel that. That's why it transports you a little bit more, right?
Yeah.
Would you say that that kind of drive behind the music has changed over time, or has it always been something that like has driven your music?
Yeah, like the drive of like emotion.
Yes.
Yeah, I think it really does, because I think I both consider the instrumental and the like vocals as two like different types of emotion. Like I feel like a lot of the time the instrumentals are very like there's like that ambient, like I love pads because I feel like pads have such a like huge effect on your emotions, and I feel like layering pads a lot of the time also like it just like almost like for me specifically it like brings this like rise in my chest. So I feel like that's like usually where I start with music. And then when I'm thinking about like vocals, I mean I write the lyrics first, but like I think about vocals and like lyrics as like a delivery, almost like a like I guess if you were like acting or like in a play, like it's like you kind of almost have to do that, but it's like
decorating the existing piece, right?
Yeah.
Okay. That's really cool. So when you think about putting out your music, do you think of how people who are listening to it are receiving it, right? How do you picture that? How do you think your audience experiences your music?
Honestly, I kind of don't know.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's a huge struggle I've had with this whole project, because I just really feel like I don't even like, I feel like I've had so many times where I'm like, I've thought about not even like continuing or releasing it. Like the last song that I performed, which is not done, I've almost scrapped it because I was like, is this even like a good song? Like, I'm like, does this even make sense? Like,
You know,
I
it's
also feel like I don't know if
crazy
my music makes
because it
sense.
sounds so good. Like it sounds great, and it sounds like it could resonate for a lot of people. But I also get like doing something and then not even wanting to release it. But when you do think about it, it's like, I don't know, it's something that's so personal, but then once you put it out in the world, you kind of just give everybody free range to absorb it as they do.
Yeah.
But
And I feel like that's also like the title, like with the like, if you don't like it, then leave.
Exactly.
I feel like
It comes from a place of sincerity almost, right? Like you can
Yeah.
really read that through the way you perform it too.
Yeah, and I think it's like both, that title is like both it's like I feel like it has more than one meaning in the way of like, I think it's like almost like a taunt of like, if you don't like it, then like leave. And it's like also about myself, because I have like a lot of feelings about like, I don't know, I think like some of the songs come from like places of rejection or like misunderstanding me. So it's like also like, if you don't like it, like as in if you don't like me, like then leave.
Then leave me alone.
Yeah, leave me alone. Yes. And then it's also like with the music, because I like, I guess kind of what I was saying was like, I feel like I didn't even know if the songs made sense, like musically sometimes, like, because I just like, I don't know, I was like changing structures that I felt like I was also just like, if you don't like the music, then leave.
Yeah,
and
you
I
don't
feel
have to listen to it.
Yeah, no, exactly. Yeah, that's how I feel.
No, but that, I think it's really great. Do you have people around you who you introduce the music to when you're doing it, or like after you do it, like, you know, friends, family, whatever, that you like, your community, right? Do you have those like people, or do you really just keep it in here?
Yeah, I mean, I think when I'm making it at first, I kind of do that, but I have had like some people, like my roommate, his name is Reese. He also is like, he's very shy with his music, but his name is Ghost of Reese when he releases stuff. Yeah,
I love that.
yeah, he like was doing electroacoustic, so a lot of the time I'll show him things, and I feel like he's like helped me with like tweaking things. He also filmed my music video. His like name's on it when you like go to look, so if you want to make a music video with him.
I love that. See, you're plugging the community.
No, actually,
that's what the show is about.
Yeah.
It's about community, baby.
It is.
I was gonna ask you, what does community represent to you? Like, what does it mean to you?
I think it's been so helpful in my music process because I'm so, like I said, I'm so shy and I'm very like withdrawn. A lot of time I feel like I'm not very like in the scene. Like I've only really recently started going out a lot. Like I don't know, I just like have always been very shy.
Yeah.
But like now I go out by myself, like to clubs, like I don't know.
Work.
But
Takes a certain amount of like faith in yourself and confidence in yourself to go out by yourself.
yeah.
Because you have to trust that even if the outside is not giving, you within yourself can make yourself feel good, whether that's by leaving
Yeah.
or going somewhere else.
Yeah.
You know?
But
I think it's great.
But I guess like with community, what I was gonna say is, I've had so many like people, like so many friends, like support me. Like my friend Noah. I'm sorry, I'm blanking on it. Noah Rosa is like his artist name. He's like helped me with like the beginning of like learning how to produce. He actually gave me my like audio interface.
Oh wow! I was gonna say, I
Yeah.
was literally about to say, who has been a part of building JOSiE'S EvE?
Yeah.
Because you already spoke about your photographer friend who asked you to shoot and gave you the idea for JOSiE'S EvE, and you talked about your roommate who's helping you out with a lot of stuff. Like, who else has been a part of this? This is your community, right?
Yeah. Also, Kata Saint. I think it's Kata Saint. Yeah, no, I love Kata. Kata and I have been friends Kata and I have been friends for like years. Like literally, like we used to live like really close to each other. Like,
Small worlds.
yeah.
Small worlds. I love that.
He had my couch for a while, and now I have it back because he moved back to Ottawa. But yeah, so he like my old God's time. He actually like. When he was like moving, I think it was either when he was moving or no, I think he came over and I was like sewing some like, or like fixing some like wings for his like album cover. And then he like played this like little like melody on my keyboard, and then I like made him record it because I was just so stuck with I was so stuck with learning how to like produce at the time. And then I just like built this song out of that, and then that's like what I made. And he like kind of forgot that I think I like credited him, and he like was like, I apparently did something on this. Like but yeah, like Kata, my friend, it's Akseven, I think that's how you say it. I'm so sorry if I pronounce it wrong. But like
They helped.
they
right?
gave me this mic actually.
Yeah.
We like worked together, and they worked on like a song that I didn't like, that I have like under my old name, but like I'm just gonna let it, like, not that like I didn't like it, but it's just like I think it was just an exploration.
Yeah.
But yeah, they like gave me this mic as well,
That's
which like, and I like
amazing.
all this stuff. I was like, please, like I'll pay you guys, and like no one would like take it, and I was like, wow, this is so crazy.
Wow, it's so
Yeah.
beautiful seeing like the little pieces that you take from everyone in your life
Yeah.
that make you, even
Yeah.
without it being intentional act of like building yourself using other people, but it just
Yeah.
comes naturally and it flows, and now you're holding that mic and
Yeah.
that melody sitting with your music. I think that's really beautiful.
And also, hey Tem, oh
And
my
hey
god,
Tem, right
literally, like I feel like you've been so, like I see you at like such weird points in my life. Like I feel like I'm always like a different person when you see me. Like you see me and I'm like literally like
Wow.
someone completely different. Like,
I think that's amazing.
and like I just feel like it's so, like every time I've seen you, I've felt so great and like so warm. Like
That's so nice.
literally, and I'm so happy to always see like the way that you've grown too.
No, that's so cute.
And I'm so happy to meet you too.
I mean, you too. I feel like I'm like discovering a new world. Yeah.
I'm glad. World building.
Yes, your world. Like it's so amazing to be a witness to your first live recorded performance and you singing that song that you feel like is not finished and is not quite what you, like being able to see that feels like such an honor.
Thank
like
you.
Being given an all access pass to like your songs that you decided to play today. No, it's
Thank you
really
so
nice.
much.
It's really, really nice. Do you feel like you have a responsibility to those people who helped build you almost?
I think I do, to like continue with what I'm doing and like to like become a better version of like I feel like I always call this a mixtape because I made all these songs at very different times and I wasn't thinking about them like within each other. And they're also I think they're all very different, like production, like the skill of production that I had grew through each of them. So I feel like it's like a mixtape to me because I just want to let it go.
Yeah.
And I want to just like let go this music and just release it. And then I want to make something completely better. Like, and I want to make something cohesive.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I don't know.
Well, from a non-knower's ears, it sounds pretty cohesive to me. However, I get the sense, like the feeling though, of feeling like, you know, this is from like when I didn't know how to do XYZ, and then this other one you already know how to do. I get it. No, it's really amazing that you have that and you're able to have that outlook on yourself and be like, all right, this was me then, I want me now. That's great. It takes a lot of courage too. I feel like another pillar, as Haytam has said, another pillar to afterwear is courage, right? What is something you've had to be brave about in your journey, would you say, so far?
Honestly, literally putting myself out
Yeah.
there, being in front of a camera,
Yeah.
being in front of people. I'm like extremely, extremely shy. I think I went into photography because I like wanted, in a way, I wanted to like,
Be behind.
I wanted to be behind the camera, but I also wanted to like, I guess, transmit people. Like I wanted to take my image and like put it in other people because I felt too scared to like, I guess, be in front of the camera. But I don't know what happened. Like something changed where like then I realized I like needed to be in front of it.
Yeah.
And I feel like it's been extremely scary. I feel like even right now I'm like so self-conscious. Like I keep like, I'm very self-conscious.
You're
Like,
safe here.
thank you. I like can't even look back at like photos or like videos of myself. I mean, I've been pushing myself to do that. So I feel like it's a lot of courage.
Yeah.
And just even with my voice, I think I have so much insecurity about like the tone of my voice. Like,
Really?
I
Your
don't know.
beautiful voice.
Thank you so much.
You
I
have a
feel like
gorgeous, gorgeous
I've
voice.
always wanted it to be like a higher, like register.
Really?
Like I feel like I always listen to a lot of like very high, like
Okay.
singers, like very soprano, and
Yeah.
I'm not anywhere
Like when
near
you're
that.
trying to do karaoke and it's just not getting up there.
Yeah,
But you have a
yeah.
very special voice. Like you have a very unique voice. Hearing your
you.
vocals and like the way you layer them and then the way you sing on top of them is just so like mwah.
Thank you so
It's
much.
very, very beautiful, very unique. Would you say you've released a song that has scared you before? Or has there been like moments of doubts where you're kind of like, I don't know about this one. I'm gonna just keep it under wraps.
Yeah, I mean, I think most of the stuff on my like old name, I feel like that scared me. I think like one of them, it's just like I think it was just like my like the first one I ever really made that was like a like kind of introduction. I like wrote it with different lyrics and then I submitted it to try to get like a grant and then they did not choose me, which like honestly fair. I was not that good at the time. Like I was not that good, but I feel like all my stuff under that was kind of very much like stuff where I'm like, okay, you can keep that. Like, and then I feel like now like this new name is like where I'm like releasing the stuff I actually feel proud of. And I actually re-recorded Old God's Time, which is on my old one, but I've re-recorded it with like better equipment and better know-how. And then I feel like there was something else you said. Sorry, repeat the question because I wasn't
Mostly,
thinking.
I was just asking about courage and kind of like holding on to works that you're too scared to release,
Yeah,
or
yeah, yeah.
even putting out music that you were still scared to release, but you still put it out. Right?
Yeah,
'Cause it
actually,
takes courage to do that.
Yeah,
too.
that jogged my memory. Actually, my song "Bittersweet" that I did perform. Low-key, I don't like that song. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I liked what I wrote, but I don't like it as a song. I don't know. There's something about it I'm not satisfied with. And then I also released a music video with it on top of it.
Okay.
And I just feel like, I don't know. I just feel like maybe, I don't know. There's something about it for me personally. But like, I feel like just releasing that with a music video, that took so much courage. And I feel like that was something where that was really like, I feel like that was like a song that scared me because I was just like, ooh, this is like my voice attached to my face.
Yeah.
And then on top of it, like, this is not
Already
my like,
you're not like
this is
fully
not my
loving
favorite
it.
song.
Oh
like,
my
yeah.
gosh. Well, you performed it, right?
Yeah, I did.
Would you say performing it gave you like a different vibe than when you released it as like a recorded piece? Like, did
Yeah.
it feel different? Do you like it differently?
Yeah, I feel like I like it when I perform it actually because I
Okay.
feel like I have a lot softer of a delivery with it, and I feel like that's how it should feel. But I feel like I just did like a more projected or like I don't know what the word is. And then it's also like a like harmony like on top of each other, and I feel like one thing I like about performing is I like being able to just like have my voice just be alone.
Yeah.
And like, I mean, there are like harmonies that I put in like the instrumental, but like I feel like having my voice just be alone and float over it is like so, it gives me like a chance to be a lot more softer when I sing. Because I feel like when I record, I sing a lot more like,
You're trying to like make sure that the stuff is being recorded.
yeah,
right?
and like that like it's present. But like I feel like when I perform, it's so much nicer because I can be like a lot more soft.
You have more creative control over
Yeah.
the whole thing. That's really cool. I really like that. So would you say that performing gives you more like space for creativity, for example? Like, is it something that brings your music to life, would you say? Because you did say that you get to like play it softer or like have your voice be alone. Like, is performing something that gives you that, or do you find that your creativity is more kind of embraced when you're doing the work of recording / writing?
Yeah, I mean, I think I kind of like Red Lipstick, my favorite song. I made it with like performance in mind. Like
Okay.
I had like this movement in mind,
I love that.
which I guess kind of came
the
through.
dance?
yeah, the dance. Like I literally like had that in my mind.
Love the dance.
But yeah, like I think I've like one of like a movie that like gave me so much like because I also like films are like a huge inspiration for me, and like their scores, like the sound design, Suspiria, like the 2018 one by Luca Guadagnino,
Okay.
that had like a huge inspiration in a way for like movement, because I just feel like it's so like a lot of the dancing in it is so gravity based and so it's so much breath.
Gravity based.
Yeah, and there's just
Love
like I
that.
don't know. Also, Tom York did like the score for
Okay.
it, which is very interesting. But I feel like that like really I don't know that like in my performance, I feel like
Yeah.
I'm just really thinking about like intuitive
Yeah.
like movement, and I feel like that's like kind of what I felt a lot when I watched like the movie. And it's a lot of groundwork, which is like also what I think about when I'm like performing. Maybe not
Right.
this one
Yeah.
that I did, but like my previous one that my second performance that I did. I was really thinking about that. And I just think that like yeah, I think like performance, it's also like I feel like I can do different things.
Yeah.
Like I can go sing in different ways when I'm performing.
That is lovely. I love that. So is it just that specific song or some songs that you think about them in terms of a performance, or is that all of them? Like as you're writing them, what do you picture?
Well, like Old God's Time, I really was thinking about like eldritch gods.
Okay.
And I was thinking about the concept of how like they're just so much bigger. And it's like I played like a lot of Bloodborne. I'm also a huge nerd. I played like a lot of Bloodborne, which is like a like
so cute.
I played a lot of Bloodborne. And like it's a lot about like eldritch like horrors and like cosmic horrors. And then like there's like these monsters that can pick you up, and they like your head like explodes because you can't comprehend like seeing them.
I love that. That's
So-
megalophobia in
Yeah,
real life.
yeah. And like so like I was thinking about like the idea of like something being so big. Like I don't know, like how we as humans I think I might have heard this in a video essay. I don't know, really long time
Love
ago.
video essays.
But like it was like the idea of like if you're a human and you're walking and you like step on an ant, you're not thinking about hurting the ant. You're just
the
so
ant
much
is like,
bigger. Yeah. You're just so much bigger. And so I think I was thinking about like my life
Yeah.
and how I don't have any control. And I'm just like under this like old God's time. So that's like I feel like I try to bring that in a performance of like looking at something in the distance.
It sounds very lyrical, very imagery, very like the way you're describing it. It's like I can see how that would be attached to that music. Would you say because you write and produce, what do you think comes first? Is it lyrics? Is it melody? Is it the emotion? Like the emotion of feeling like you have no control and you're kind of under the control of these gods and these huge figures. What comes first, do you think?
I think it's the emotion. A lot of the time it's like the impact of something. Something
Yeah.
hits me. Or like maybe something keeps happening and it keeps hitting me
Yeah.
like over and over again. And then I feel like it like gets stuck in me
Yeah.
almost, and I can't get it out until I like either write. It's like I think there's some songs where I've like written something first, and it's like I'll write little fragments of something, like something will happen, and then I'll just like write something because I'm like, oof, like, and I need to get it out.
By the
Yeah.
emotion. Okay.
And then like there's other times where I've just like had like such a like I don't know, like a slow dragging feeling, or like I've been really like heavy and weighed down, that I just like start playing like pads.
you're externalizing it.
Yeah, and
That's
then I
really
feel like I
nice.
start building like the lyrics on top of that. Like yeah, I feel like that's where that will happen.
That's really cool. Does that evolve with you when you're on stage? Like, do you find that it gives you a moment to process that too? Because as you're writing it, you're just kind of writing your thoughts, right? But I'm assuming, given the times that it takes to write the song and produce the melody and everything, like, do you find that you're processing that emotion as you're making it, or more so as you're performing it?
honestly kind of performing it because I feel like when I'm making it, it's still stuck in me. Like it's like
Right.
the way I describe like creation is like sometimes it feels like something's stuck in me.
itching you,
No,
and
it's
you're
like literally like it's like weighing down. It's like a rock like weighing down in
Yeah.
like my body. Like and it's like I feel like making it. It's like I don't feel that release
Yeah.
or like that relief.
Yeah.
But like when I perform it, maybe I feel the relief.
Yeah,
I feel like
yeah.
that's maybe like it's sometimes weird. Like I feel like I kind of surprise myself when I perform. Like I'm like,
Yeah.
where's
You're
this
like,
coming?
"Whoa, I
I'm
did
like,
write that."
literally, I'm like, where's that coming from? I'm like, wait, what? Like, hold on.
What is that? You're like thinking about your lyrics, like, wait.
Yeah, I'm like,
guys,
wait. I'm like, wait, who
cameras.
is this? Like, I'm also watching it in the crowd.
You're rushing the realization on people's face, being like, whoa.
No,
wait a
literally,
minute.
that was my first performance because I wasn't expecting people to be all around me and like on top,
Oh.
and I had to keep turning around because I was like, I don't want my back to be to anyone.
Oh.
And then I was like,
So
whoa,
mindful.
what is? I was like, wait, what is happening? Like, I was like, wait, who is this?
Oh
Like,
my goodness. That is like, it's giving
Sasha
out of
Fierce.
body, literally, it's giving out of body experience. You're like seeing Sasha come to life. You're like,
no, literally. Sorry, I'm not
Transforming.
Beyonce. Don't misconstrue that.
no, your alter ego.
No, literally.
What's her name? JOSiE'S EvE. Is it Josephine and JOSiE'S EvE?
Yeah, in a
Beyonce,
way.
Sasha Fierce.
JOSiE'S EvE. I don't know.
No, it's really
Yeah.
cool. It's really, I think it's like, I feel like it translates in so many kind of bodies of work where you're processing the feeling of what you've done once it's done and it's in front of people and you're like, oh shit, that is, I did do that, huh?
Yeah, I feel like I used to always have a thing when I would be like in art school. I would always
Yeah.
like, I'd be going and I'd be like, this is shit. Everyone's gonna fucking hate this. This is literally the worst thing I've ever made. I was like about to cry.
Yeah.
And then I would go in and I'd be like, wait, what?
And
I'd be
everyone's
like,
like,
wait.
wow, this is amazing.
No, and I would be like, wait, what? Like, I'd be like, am I being punked? Like,
No, it's just good. It's just good. It's just self-doubt.
and
Catches
perfectionism.
you and perfectionism. What is your sign, if you don't mind me asking?
I'm a Virgo. I'm a double Virgo.
Oh, right.
Cooked.
Right.
Cooked.
Yeah, no, exactly.
Literally.
The first Virgo is perfectionism. The second one is self-doubt.
Mhm.
Yeah, but you're doing great despite it all.
Thank you so
honestly.
much.
Like, it's, like I said earlier, it's such an honor to see you kind of bring your work to life and to experience it as like a first time it feels so amazing. Just before we close,
Mhm.
I want to take a moment to for the new segment, just introduce it. It's called Afterwards, which is so cute, by the way. Afterwards is where we pause after the music and ask what's left, like we just did just now. So Josie, after sharing that performance with us today, what truth is sitting with you? You can take your time to come up with that. Just let that
Yeah.
sit in.
Might take like 1 second.
Yeah. Little silence.
I think maybe, I don't know if this is gonna come out very like good, but I think that that as humans we're very messy, and we like have a lot of like feelings towards ourselves that we can like project onto others, and also, I don't know, like internalize. And I just think that it's like really good to like really examine that and like think about, I guess, like think about how that's affecting you, like what that's doing, what patterns that's like creating. And I think that's like what I'm thinking about a lot of my work. Like, I don't know, it's like kind of something that I've been really stuck on, and I think it's like something I'm gonna keep revisiting over and over and over again. I don't know if that made sense, but yeah, that's kind of like what I've just been thinking about, like just like really thinking about like it's kind of just not that serious, and it's like whatever you do is just like it's your first time here.
That's so true. And that's your afterwards, babe. Those are your afterwards. And they're so beautiful.
Thank you so much.
Heavy on the it's not that deep, and it's your first time being here. And I think, I don't know, I'm so grateful to have gone to see you and to experience you. Thank you so much for like your creativity, your courage, your truth, sharing that with us, with our
you so much.
community tonight. This is exactly why Afterware is bringing live artists and into the space and letting them speak for themselves, because your music speaks for you in one way, but there's also a different way for you to explain it to people, right? Like you were saying before, you can be an over-explainer, but at times it's needed, and it's always welcome to hear what you have to say about your work, right? So to everyone listening, make sure you support live music. Make sure you support brave art, okay? And support each other.
Please do.
Most of all, thank you for being here.
Thank you so much for having me. I'm also extremely grateful to be here.
So tell us, where can the listeners find you? Where can they stay connected with you and discover more about JOSiE'S EvE?
Yeah, so I think I'm on most major platforms as JOSiE'S EvE. My Instagram is J0_OSIE, so Josie. But it's just it's like a little
Love.
emoji.
I love. Wait, I didn't even think of that's so cute.
It's like a little emoji. I don't know what that face looks like. Yeah, that's where you can find me. And then I'm on SoundCloud. I'm on Spotify, Apple Music. I think I'm on Tidal.
Run it up.
Yeah. I literally just put myself on everything.
Yes.
Oh, YouTube. Look for my music video Bittersweet.
Watch that.
Yes, please do.
Like and subscribe and comment.
Yes. And
Shout
watch
out
Afterwear.
Josie. Yes, watch Afterwear. Love Afterwear.
Literally.
And support live music. Thank you.
Bye.